YouTube. It's been a while. It's been about a little over a year since I posted a video. So today I'm gonna do a video, and I thought, as a good re-entrance back into making a YouTube video, that is to do a Q&A video. So I reached out to people on my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and then just texting random friends like, hey, you got a question for me? So I've got a bunch of questions, and I'm going to try and answer them all while trying to still make this video somewhat short. Also, I gotta say, first off, the shirt that I am wearing, and I will stand up so you can see it a little bit better, that is me as Cyclops from the X-Men. There is a great artist, his name is he goes by JayG Illustrations on Instagram, and I will put that down in the description below, and a link to his t-shirt shop. I believe it's on teepublic, also below. He's got a lot of great designs. He draws really well. He's a really great artist, and so shameless plug for Jay there. So let's get to it. I've got my rainbow cup full of questions, and let's get started. First question is, what do I love the most about Matt? What do I love the most about Matt is how expressive his face is. He's got very expressive eyes. He's just got a very expressive face. I love it because, he may not realize it, but he's just giving just this great expression when he says something or does something, and I love it. So, and it makes me laugh when he does a weird face. It's great. All right. Question number 2. Favorite color. Favorite color, they tend to be more on the cool side of the spectrum, so blues, greens, purples, black, gray, those are the colors that I tend to go towards. So yeah. Question number 3. Favorite movie. So my favorite movie would probably be a tie between Fried Green Tomatoes and Forrest Gump. Reason being, not only are they great movies by themselves, but they also have great movie scores that go along with the movie. And they're just great movies. I mean, Fried Green Tomatoes I could watch a million times, and I have. And I mean, Forrest Gump, I mean, Tom Hanks, I mean, come on. He literally, I don't think he can do a bad movie. I really don't think so. And, yeah. Question number 4. I'm gonna dig deep for this one. Alright. This was the question I was avoiding. How often do you have wild sex? When mom's not home. That's all I'm gonna say. Question number 5. What are your hobbies and interests? Honestly, I don't have too many hobbies or interests. I'm a pretty bland person. I mean, I like to Instagram. I like to go on walks. I like to play Pokemon Go. Yes, people still play Pokemon Go. And I like to play video games when I can, but I have a seizure disorder, so I don't get to play games as long as I like, which means that it takes me a long time to actually beat the video games. So sometimes I'm just like, why bother? Question number 6. What was your first cell phone? Okay. My first cell phone was the iconic Nokia 3310. I had a number of different faceplates for it. I thought I was rocking with it. Fun story about that phone is that I'd left it in my car one day when I went to the grocery store. Came out, phone was gone, it was stolen, and this was like in the middle of the night. And so I called the cops to report that my phone was stolen, and also there was some damage done to my car as well, but that's not. So while I'm talking to the officer, my friend who I went to the store with is walking around the parking lot, and he's finding pieces of the phone scattered all over the parking lot. So he brings them all to me, and I literally, while I'm talking to the cop, I'm putting the phone back together piece by piece. I'm like, this isn't going to turn on. It's not going to turn on. I hit the power button. It turned on. It was in pieces. So this phone, so the Nokia 3310 is literally indestructible. Question number, I lost count. One band I could listen to every day. Probably the one band that I could listen to every day would probably be Garbage. Just because Matt kind of got me into them since I moved in, and since then I've found that I like a lot of their older stuff, their newer stuff, the stuff in the middle. I really have found a love for Garbage, and Shirley Manson is my straight crush. Alright, next question. How long have Matt and I been together? Matt and I have been together 6 years now. We started dating around end of October, early September in 2011, and we made it official on December 2nd of 2011. I was on my way to work, and I said, do you just want to make this official now? He was like, okay. So December 2nd is our actual anniversary. So, but we've been together for 6 years. Next question. How long have I lived in Flint? I have lived in Flint 5 years. Alright, next question. There's only a few questions left. Alright. When did I know I first liked penis? So essentially, when did I know I was gay? Basically, when I was like 12, 13, I'd be over at a friend's house, and we'd be looking at straight porn, and we'd look together, and then when one of us felt the need to, release, we'd go to the bathroom and release. But I always noticed that when we'd be looking at porn, I would always be looking at the guy, because that's where all the action was. And then slowly I started to kind of experiment and look at gay porn websites, and then once I really saw, what I saw, it was just like, holy shit, I like penis. But so maybe around age 13, but I didn't come out until age 22. Alright. There are 3 questions left. And I don't remember what they were. Did your family accept your coming out well? Yes, they did, actually. Being that I am from a pastor's family, I didn't think it would go over that well. But then again, I have very progressive parents and siblings. So, my brother was just like, oh, okay. Sister, same thing. My parents were just like, Steve, we were waiting for you to tell us. You know, and then my other brother, I didn't tell for a little while just because he's a little bit more religious than even sometimes my father, it seems. And so I told him about 5 months later, told him that I was hesitant to tell him, and he said, you know, I don't know why you waited to tell me. You're my brother. I love you no matter what. And so, yeah. Now, my sister-in-law, that's another story, because I told them both at the same time when they were over one night. She's kind of treated me differently since then. She doesn't talk to me really, or Matt, at all at family events. And, alright, 2 questions left. Favorite food? My favorite food would probably be spaghetti. Alright, last question. And I know what this question is because I was kind of hoping it was the last question. Not that I was trying to hide this question, it just happened to be the last one. Favorite gaming universe and why? And the options that this person gave me was console, PC, and tabletop. I'm going to answer all 3 of those. For console, it is going to be the Final Fantasy series of games. Favorites being 7 and 9. And the reason being is just because it was the first like RPG that I played was Final Fantasy VII, and I just got so immersed in the storyline and just how you know good of a storyline it was, and just how it just kept my attention. Same with 9. Right now I'm trying to play 13. I've only gotten into the kind of the beginning stages of it, so but I mean 13 is great. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, so the Final Fantasy series would be for console. For PC, it would have to be RollerCoaster Tycoon. I have been playing that game since it came out. It was my favorite game. I would get lost in that game. And it's just, it's iconic, it's memorable, and it's just fucking fun. It really is. And if you want to play the series and don't have the discs anymore, on GOG.com you can download I believe and they come in combos, so like all the expansions. You can get RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 and 2 and their expansions on there for pretty cheap, and they're DRM free. As for tabletop, mine would have to be Clue. Just because, you know, like I just love the you know the story element of it, you know, and you know finding, you know, and filling out the little card and all that stuff. I used to play it with my sister all the time, and I just absolutely loved it. And then it doesn't help that Clue also had a movie attached to it. Now, I didn't see the movie until I was a little bit older and after I've been playing the game for a long time. And so Clue the movie is also an iconic movie, and I just love, you know, the storyline of the movie. So it's great. So, my cup is now empty. No more questions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to put links for where you can get this shirt, and all of Jay's other shirts. I'm gonna probably put a link in there in the description for RollerCoaster Tycoon on GOG, and anything else that I talked about in this video, I'll put links to. Yeah. So, also, if you have any suggestions for any other videos that you'd want to see me do, just because I do want to get back into making videos again, just let me know, and I'll try and do some things. Also, last thing to note, hit like and subscribe. So, thanks guys for watching me answer some questions, and everyone have a great day. Really. Alright, this has been Steve the Bear, signing off.